right, so I feel like I have to show you guys this. I watched this guy probably spend from Thanksgiving until I'd say probably 4 or 5 days before Christmas. I watched him out here every day setting this thing up, and it is absolutely a killer display. Now, I come through here a lot, and some of the colors that he put up were super bright, and I think it's cool to drive past and all that, but I think I'd be super annoyed if this guy was my neighbor. But definitely a cool display. If you're ever in the I believe it's New Bloomfield area here, you definitely got to check it out. He definitely put a lot of time and effort into this, and it was just one man. I never seen him out there with more than just himself, but it was just one man out there doing this entire build, this entire display. So without further ado, I'm gonna roll the footage, and then I'll pick back up at the end with some more of his creativity here. This is about to be absolutely hilarious. So Beaver sent me a picture of Diablo Formula Racing's truck at 1:53, 3 minutes ago. I said $1,100 cash today. He said, come quick. I said, how quick? He said, get here within 25 minutes. I'll be there in 7 minutes. And I'm literally pulling into the dealership right now. So as of right now, Whitmore Chevy or Matt Beaver owes me the Dirty Max for $1,100 cash, which I do have in my wallet. And I want my Duramax. That's all I gotta say. I don't really want this truck, so I'll probably give it away to you guys for free, but they owe me a truck because I am here within 25 minutes. Let's go get my new truck. This is going to be hilarious because Beaver really didn't think that I was this close. So I see done deal within 25 minutes. I'm here with the cash.
Oh my God. I don't have keys though, or a title.
Sir, I'm here for my title and my keys.
Oh my God! Get out of here, you freaking weirdo! What are you doing here, you Linda?
Beaver told me he would sell me my Duramax, because I bought a new Duramax, if I could be here within 25 minutes.
For a brand new Duramax?
No.
Or my Duramax?
11:53, I'm still within time frame. If you can be here within 25 minutes, I'll take it for 1,100 cash. So I'm here.
Oh,
I'm here for my title and my keys. Paperwork's already done.
oh, is it? Paperwork's already done. Good for me, right?
Yeah. I don't know how you're gonna get home. Hopefully this customer will let you take this.
I was hoping you could drive me.
Yeah. You know, I'll let you borrow the truck.
And you do purchase.
Yeah. Yeah.
I want you. It could be a good test drive. You know?
Definitely.
Good test drive.
Definitely. All right, guys, roll the footage from today. So before we actually go and do anything crazy, we've actually got to title this thing properly, because I've kind of been driving around a little bit illegally. Shh, don't tell the police. But we had a good weekend. 580 miles total round trip. Sorry, I just drank some water. But 580 miles round trip. And we're now officially back in PA. Dropped the kids off at school this morning in the limousine. And let's go make it legal. Well, since it is an out-of-state vehicle, I have to do a little bit more illegal driving, and I actually have to go get it VIN verified by a state inspection mechanic. So that's what we're gonna go do. Plus, did you guys see that yellow Chevy? That thing was actually pretty nice. Oh boy. All right, well, it is the next day. We have an appointment. It's actually 2 days after the first thing that you see. And I don't think I recorded anything yesterday because I was a little frustrated. I had a lot to do, but we're heading to the second place now to get this thing enhanced, inspected. So fingers crossed, wish us luck that we can actually get a title for this thing and get this thing legal to be operated on the roadway. So stay tuned, and I'll pick back up in a couple minutes. I guess it's sort of easier to show you somewhat of the process here. Like you see, there's a bunch of papers here. I'm trying to keep some of my information off, but obviously you see I had to go through, get papers submitted. There I am standing talking to somebody that pulled up. But yeah, this has been an insane process to say the least, but we're almost done. We are almost done, and I think this is the final step. So let me get back in here to PennDOT and get this taken care of. All right, well, we are here at the DMV. I am actually about a week later, actually exactly 1 week later from having to schedule an appointment for my enhanced inspection, from basically running all around to try to get this limo actually legal, and fingers crossed that this is it. So I'm actually pulling in. We're gonna run in here and hopefully I can hand in all the correct paperwork. Again, it's just been, seems to me like a little bit of a money racket, but who am I to say? I don't really know why I have to go through all this. The title was actually from West Virginia and everything was good down there, but Pennsylvania, I guess, is a little bit more strict, and apparently we got to jump through some hurdles. So that's what we're doing. Fingers crossed. Now, I'll be honest, I asked the lady specifically if I could pay with cash, and she said yes. I get up to the counter and she says I am not able to pay in cash. That's actually the guy I bought the wheels from right there. That blue truck. He's the one I got the wheels that are actually on this Yukon. Anyway, so I get up to the counter, I go through everything, and because it's a little bit of a process that I have to go through, because of it being a out-of-state and special reconstructed vehicle, I need to pay with a check. So needless to say, I'm super annoyed, but we're heading back to PennDOT to finally, after 5 or 6 stops, be able to submit this paperwork and hopefully hand me a title so that I can register this thing and start to enjoy it. So what a nightmare. I've got to admit, this has actually sucked, but we're almost through it. We're almost through it. We're now an entire week into getting this thing rectified, but we're close. We're getting close. Again, there's the guy that I actually purchased these wheels off of. That's what he had them on. A blue Silverado. All right, let's get back to PennDOT. What a pain in the butt. I went through all of that for one little piece of paper here, and now they're telling me I have to wait 2 to 3 weeks to get the title in the mail. What an absolute cluster. Alrighty, well, we are leaving the post office now. All of my paperwork for the limo has been rejected because of one signature that, again, guys, there's nothing I can do about it, but the notary didn't have me sign there, nor did the guy who did the enhanced inspection. And I'm not saying that it's his fault or her fault. I'm just saying we missed a signature. So again, we are now 3.5 weeks, 4 weeks into getting a title for the limousine, and all I want to do truthfully is drive this thing and be legal and actually operate this thing the way that it's supposed to be operated legally in Pennsylvania. PennDOT, why do you have to be so hard on all your registration things and your titles? And it's insane. Every other state is just a walk in the park. Pennsylvania is not. So without further ado, I'm going back into PennDOT, and we're gonna hopefully sign this piece of paper where they asked me to sign it, hand them the paper, and they're gonna hand us our title and registration back. Fingers crossed, guys. This has literally been a month now since I bought this thing, and we're still fighting to get this thing legally able to be driven down the road. So fingers crossed. Finally, we have our title, and it's branded modified vehicle up here, modified vehicle. The limo is finally legal. Let's get back in the shop and finally be able to enjoy this thing. Obviously, I'm covering up my information that I don't need you guys to see there, but man, what a process. This has taken literally over a month to get the title and everything, and they almost didn't do it in there. I kind of argued a little bit saying how, you know, it's taken so long and I have a vehicle that's sitting around that I paid for that I'd like to use. And I guess I kind of played a little bit of a sob story, but super glad that I can finally drive this thing. We are the second owner of the vehicle. I'm freaking excited, and I hope you guys are too. So let's get back up here and maybe we'll do a little driving around in the limo. Or maybe I'll do a montage so you guys can actually see this thing. Either way, I'll pick back up at the shop. All right, boys and girls. Well, as you can tell, number one, this color is absolutely sick on the limo. I do have the roof or the hood already wrapped as well, super dusty. But some of the things I wanted to quick talk about real quick were that I wanted to get this thing so that it was legal because I knew it was going to be tall. I knew the tires actually were going to stick out, and I basically branded this thing modified. So I submitted all the pictures to the state of it lifted with the wheels and everything on it. They passed it, they branded it. So then I had to go through the state, and the only thing that we did have to do was pull the tires off of it for inspection. But we are 100% legal for PA roadway inspected. So if I do get pulled over with this, they can't really say anything to me except for the wheels sticking out. Everything else has been pictured. Everything else is good to go. Actually, the wheels were on it when I got it titled, or titled modified vehicle. So the pictures and everything that are submitted to the state are with these wheels and tires on it. So legally, I don't think they can mess with me, but physically, because I put different wheels and tires on this when we took it back to get it inspected, it passed PA safety inspection with flying colors. So I'm excited about this. I'm finally excited that I can legally drive this thing, and now I will actually spend the time up here finishing it and getting all the body work done. So as you can tell, I got a door wrapped in the back. The other door is at the house. And now we're over here trying to address the window issue. So as you can tell, I've been doing some sanding. This window, actually the seal was leaking, so it got water down in. As you can tell, it started here, and then there was a metal trim, which you see here, which held all the moisture along this side of the limo. So I'm just over here trying to get this thing all fixed up, cleaned up, and good to go. So I'm gonna basically cut out here and cut in a new window frame for this window. The rest of the windows, I believe, are in good shape, but when we take the vinyl top off, we'll be able to tell. But I'm excited about this. I hope you guys are as well. Please comment, like, subscribe, and if you stayed this far to the end, just say PennDOT sucks, because honestly, they make this process so much harder than it has to be. I don't believe there's any other state other than California that is as strict as Pennsylvania. But again, it is what it is. There's nothing we can do about it, but we are legal to go. So look for the limo in the streets. Take care, guys. We'll see you in the next one. All right, tuned to 92.9. Obviously, I cannot let you guys hear this or it will get me demonetized, but definitely pretty cool. Definitely a super cool display. And again, if you guys stayed till the end, thank you so much for all your continual support. I really do appreciate it. And I do wish that I could let you guys hear the music that's playing with this. However, I cannot. Again, one man built this. I watched him out here. It's just cool. It's just cool to see somebody put this much time and effort into the holiday spirit. So congratulations to this guy. Awesome display. I appreciate it, and I know the entire town does. Although it is bright, very, very bright at times. definitely a pretty cool display. I sold the Ram truck, I sold the Corvette. Those things didn't really bother me, but the vehicle we're selling now, which you already know is the F-350, or trading for a better vehicle or a different vehicle, it kind of hits me a little bit. It kind of hurts. Again, this is like a truck that I always dreamed of having. It's big, it's badass, it sounds good, it looks good, it's reliable. It does have a little bit of issues, but it is what it is. I've already discussed it with the guy buying it. He knows everything that there is to know about the truck. He's obviously watched the videos. He is a subscriber. So again, Anthony, congratulations.